Hello and welcome to Dees20Stitches. I'm Dee, my pronouns are they, them. I'm a queer and trans cross-stitcher and designer and artist and educator. And it's 2022 now. How we doing, folks? We doing good? We're surviving. That's what we're doing. I want to show you my survival skill I've picked up in the last couple days. Look, I've cleaned. Wow, my desk is empty. I don't know if you noticed before. My camera is also struggling already. I had a mountain. I had a whole mountain here from me finishing projects, Christmas presents, right? I had a whole mountain. And what I would do is I would like have a mountain from the first project and just like shift it aside and then put the second project on top, so it was like layers. So I just cleaned this off. Also, I hung the hexes. It's all unfocused. That's okay, we're gonna imagine. Hung my hexes. I have some old art here, and that's from my burlesque days, my stripper days. You could imagine, if you could only imagine. So I'm here, I'm refreshed. We had an extra week off of school. The schools decided, well, sorry, the province has decided it's not safe to go back to school yet. Because Omicron is absolutely ravishing BC. So we had a week. I don't know what will change next week. It's still gonna be bad, y'all. But we're back to school next week. But you know, I still got a couple days until then, so I'm gonna enjoy it. Let's see. What am I? Oh, I'm sorry if it's out of focus. That's weird. Do I have to? Does that help? Maybe. I am wearing my fake geek. I'm wearing a Star Wars sweater because it's big and comfy. I found it at a thrift shop. I was on my way to a Star Wars burlesque show maybe 5 years ago. Had nothing Star Wars, so I wore this. I am not a fan, but it's cute. Such a fake geek boy. Oh. Anyway, this is about me, as you can tell, but it's also about cross stitch. I got a lot of projects out. I touched a lot of things. I started some new things, and I got some stuff for the holiday season. Also, at the end, we're going to talk a little bit about, we always do a little bit of education, specifically gender and trans education. This one's going to be, I mean, I'll call it a little heavy, but it's going to be about being trans during the holiday season. Okay? Anyway, you're going to enjoy. We're going to have some fun. Let's do it. Oh my nice, beautiful look. Oh, okay. Let's see what I got here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even remember what's in here. Okay. First, this is a work in progress, a whip. This is from the book Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon. I believe, I always say this and I never check. I believe she runs Stitchrovia. Probably not. So bad. I'm so bad at this. These are the colors. They're really nice and bright. I love them. That's why I love buying her patterns. I bought another one of her patterns to start for another baby, 2 other babies. And they're just nice and bright. Yeah. So this is what I'm working on. Oh, it's it doesn't have a name. I call it Fishies, round Fishies, Fishies round. There we are. On blue 18 count, Ada. The colors are really washed out there, but they're really bright, I promise you. Oh, camera's trying. So I got quite a bit done. I got the C, what do we call them? C pancakes, flappy flaps. What are they called? Man rays. Gosh, do you remember? Do you remember in like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, and they just started mutating like a bunch of animals, and one I swear was a manta ray. Why would you? This is why we're all messed up. All the 80 kids are messed up. Anyway, I'm working on the sea pancake, so I'm almost halfway done. Now, here's the thing. This is for a baby. I'm gonna put it in a stuffy. Baby's born. Baby's here. I'm an unkie. So it's the child of my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and they had baby January 2nd or 3rd. Well, they didn't. Together, it came out of one person. Baby came on like January 2nd or 3rd. Baby is here. She's healthy. Fiona is the name, which is super cute. I like that. Here's the thing about babies that I still haven't handled very well. When babies first come out, they look like this. And as a family member, you feel like you have to, oh, that's such a cute baby. I think my baby face was too much for my camera because things just shut off. I don't understand. Anyway, what was I saying? The camera shut off and then I kept talking. I kept talking for another 20 minutes. My baby face is too much. Anyway, the baby, she's great. But she has the roundest face. And as a society, we have to understand, babies aren't cute when they came out. When they just pop, when they're fresh, they're more like clay, right? Big ball of Play-Doh. And they're gonna be right. Eventually they're gonna stretch out and be right. But right now, when they're fresh, oh boy. Anyway, babies come out. That's not done. My whip is not done. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Here's the thing. With COVID, we're not going to visit baby for a while because I'm going back to work next week and I'm going to be covered in high schooler germs. That's gross. I already got an email that said one of my kids in my grade 11 class has COVID already. We're not even back to school. So, we're not going to see baby for a while. So I have time. COVID has given me time, the gift of time. So again, I should be working on baby present, but I'm not. Don't feel like it. Okay. Whip number 2. I already got it out and showed you, but the camera was off, so. This is the 2021 Sal from Quiltify Designs, a Grand Vierlanden. And Quiltify Designs sent every month 3 patterns. And then on the 3 patterns, you can pick and choose what, like Tree of Life or what motifs you wanted. It's great. I love it. Each month was so big. It was so large. It was hard to keep up with. And as a designer, you know, giving a project that's so big, even monthly, it's tough. It's tough. I love it. It's gorgeous and it's going to be gorgeous when it comes out, but it's tough to find time to finish a page. And I had nothing but time. I put away all my other projects and I just worked on this for maybe a couple days, and we were snowed in, so there was nothing else to do. But I didn't finish this page. I loved it. The progress was fast. And I want to work on it forever. And I probably will. I probably will be working on this forever. This was a project where I was working on baby stuff and I was working on model stitching and I was working on gifts, and then I just kind of had a little bit of a mental break down, and I decided to treat myself with a project for me. And this was a project for me. I enjoyed it. I put in enough stitches to feel good. And I can't wait to get back to it. But I don't have much left on this page, frankly. So that was the second whip that I worked on. I'm over here because the camera has just decided to shut off during my baby speech, my ugly baby speech. Maybe it's just because I was being too rude. So I'm now, you know, wary. Okay, so that was that. I did have 2 new starts. Oh, so heavy. This is a project bag from Jasmine Custom Bags. Got her tag on. And it holds, oh boy, my new start from William Morris. You know, the curse. Let me show you the threads. Aren't they darling? Aren't they beautiful? Oh, hello. Wow. Gorgeous. These threads, and actually look. My friend Natty from Oregon kitted this all up for me for my birthday, and I really appreciate it. Oh boy. And there, oh, there's the queen. So let's show you. I'm doing, oh, actually, I'm doing the one on the cover, so I don't even have to open it up. I'm doing the strawberry bird. And again, it looks like, you know, it's a small project, but if it was over 2 on, you know, 32 or 36 or even 40 count fabric, it would be huge. It would be absolutely ginormous. This is a, oh boy, I think Natty gave me either 28 or 25 count, and I'm doing it over 1. Oh, you can see me. Hi. Goodbye. And I just got the corner there. The colors are really nice and pastel-y. Wow, that's washed out. Whoop. There we are. And I've only worked a day on this. I worked Christmas. This was my Christmas start. And then I worked on this. This is going to be a project for my mom. I worked on this, and then Christmas, the day, I guess Boxing Day, the day after Christmas is when I like, frick everything. I'm working on a project for myself. So I put this away, haven't even touched it. So there's a day. It's going to be, even though it's over 1, it's going to be big. It's going to be, I don't know, like 5 or 6 inches, which is still really big. I don't know. Does size, I was gonna say, does size matter in cross stitch? Does the girth, oh no. I was gonna say, when you're picking a project, do you, if it's too big, do you say, not for me? Like, does size keep you from stitching a project? Or are you a size queen? Or king? Or thing? Do you love those? Do you love those big projects? Oh, I guess that's what BAP stands for, right? Big ass projects. But something with like William Morris, like, ooh. Or I think a lot of those like Mama Witch Stitch projects, like they look smaller than they look small, and then you look at and you're like, oh my gosh, this is 150 stitches or 200 stitches or 300 stitches. Oh my gosh, this is going to be huge. Does that prevent you from stitching a project? Because like this bird is, how big this bird? How big is this bird? It's 200 by 200. So on 14 count, it'd be 14 inches. Is she big? That's big. But like for me, it was so big, I actually took out, I'm not stitching this border because it's just, that's so large. Look, for me, size doesn't matter. It's how you stitch it. Wink. I can't believe we had this conversation. This was my Christmas project. Rude. Rude. Okay, I started something else too. I started. This was again for me. This is for me. Hello, Jane. She's here. Jane, you're gorgeous. Oh, honey. Sweetie. So this is hands-on design. And of course, I think everyone saw this when Brenda and the Cereal Starter, Brenda and Laura, whipped it out. And we're like, oh, hello. It's this. It's this. It's that. Someone was saying about Welsh samplers being just... And I agree. So let's see the... Oh, hello. There's so many threads. It's always DMC for me because I don't have the money to kit anything else. Whoa, gee, wow. Look. Oh. Okay, I'm also missing one color. Missing 890, like a dark pistachio green, and I went to 2 different Michaels. Did not have, and in my area, there's not more than 1 Michaels per city. So I went to the Michaels in Vancouver. No. Went to the Michaels in Burnaby. No. I went to the Michaels in North Van. North Vancouver. There's 3 different cities, 3 different Michaels. There's another Michaels in Richmond, which is over a bridge. Anyway, I found it. I found the color. I found a 90 in North Van or Vancouver. And I bought it and I put it in the back seat. And now I cannot find. So I still am 1 color missing. And I thought that won't be a problem. Right? I mean, look at all these colors. The color's probably like here. It's probably like in the middle. No, it's not. I need that color right now. Let me show you my progress. I'm stitching this on Zweigart Light Mocha 40 count. This was from Millions of Stitches. They're on Etsy. They have 40 count. If you're in Canada and you need a place to get your 40 counts, they have 40 count. They're great. Anyway, first of all, I love it so much. Anyway, let's look. Gorgeous. Love the strawberries. The satin stitches. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love samplers and I love specialty stitches. I just never get a chance to stitch them. This was my January 1st start. And here's the thing. The color I need, guess what? It goes here. It's here. I'll find it somewhere. So I have actually grand plans for this one. I want to stitch it, and instead of Jane Hopkins down here, I want to stitch something like Trans is Beautiful. Something like that. And my goal, and I don't know how big this is supposed to be. First of all, let's see. Jeez Louise. So this is like a centerfold, right? The sexy lady. Oh, oh. I don't know how big she is. How big are you? That's rude to ask someone's size. How big are you, sweetie? On 40 count, she's going to be 10 by 14. Not bad. My goal, I would love to put this on the back of a jacket. Is that weird? I feel like it's punk, right? Everyone has like patches on their jean jacket. I want to have a big sampler, like reproduction sampler from Hands On Design. And I want to custom it to say Trans is Beautiful. And I want to have it on the back of my... Is that weird? Is that a thing? I think it'd be great. I think it'll look great, especially if it's like a dark green jean jacket, or one of those fringe rawhide jackets or something. I can't. She's not fitting. What's going on? Sweetie, what's going on? Anyway, I haven't touched this since I don't have since I, can't find my one color. But I want to. I want to touch her. She'll be back. That would be a great finish. I can't forget my threads. That'd be a great finish. I would love her to see her again. But I'm busy. I'm really busy because I'll show you a peek. I'm stitching a new model. Kari and I are releasing something soon. I think at the end of January 21st or something, depending on if I get this done. Here are the threads. Not many. Not many. We've got a highlight and low light. We've got a couple blacks. We got just 310, and I've got an étoile. You kidding me? Got an étoile. Ooh, yeah. And then some accent colors. We don't, Kari and I design patterns that have minimal colors because we want you to have fun with the colors and the fabric that you choose. That's why we do it, honestly. And because it's like a little cheaper if you do want to get into the fancy flosses, the variegated silks, that sort of thing. You can have fun with it. It's only 4 or 5 colors, so you can have fun. Okay. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to look over here and just going to... Oh. Look at her little teeths. Okay, I won't show you the whole... That's it. Though I did record something, like I'm going to show you one of my new gifts, and she was sitting on the Lowry stand that I'm going to show you, so you might see a little bit more. But anyway, this is going to be our Valentine's Day release. I love her. And you'll hear about it. You'll hear about her soon. Make sure you sign up for Kari and my Stitch Club newsletter. If you sign up for that, you will get first peeks as soon as it's done. As soon as my model stitch is done, I'll put what it looks like up there, and you get to sneak peek. We will tell you exactly when it's going to be up. You will have you'll be first to get your hands on it, and whatever else we decide to release too. We also might put in some discount codes. I'll put, if you do want to sign up for Kari and My Stitch Club, then it's a newsletter. I'll put the link down below. You just have to fill it out and you'll get the email. In fact, oh, see, I'm really put the threads with the project or you'll be sad. In fact, if you signed up for a Stitch Club, can I show you what we, oh, it's here. Phone? No, that's Instagram. It's like, did your finger ever just reach for, like when you open up your phone, it just automatically, you've been on Instagram so often that that's what you reach for? It's a disease. If you signed up for a newsletter, you got this free pattern. Uh-oh. Are there boogers in my nose? I hope not. Look, we found a leak in our basement and everything was really moldy, so I think when I sit down here I get mold spores up my schnoz. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this is called New Year, New Moon. There she is. That's stitched by Kari. Kari always takes nice pictures. So pretty. Finishes it so nice. So if you signed up for the Stitch Club, you got this pattern in your inbox for free. And if you're like, oh no, I didn't get it and I want it, sign up for the newsletter and I'll, the next newsletter we'll sign up will always have like a link to the free secret Stitch Club zone on Kari's website where we'll just put up all the free patterns that we're going to give you. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a thank you. We never thought it was going to be this big, but here we are, and we're what, 1, 2, 3, 4 design like ideas, releases, 4 or 5 like in, and it's incredible. Right now Kari and I are working on some great stuff like our Valentine's Day release, and we're working on something huge for the spring. So if you do want to learn more, join our Stitch Club, join the newsletter, and you'll be first to know, and you'll get some cute stuff like this for free. I've already seen people finish this. You beautiful keeners. Gosh, I love you. Okay. What else? What's next? Let me show you. I want to show you my stickers. So my book of days, by the way, book of days. It's helped me be very organized because on the front cover, it's in gold ink, so you can't really see. I have a list of all my whips. I don't have many, which is nice. I think I came out with 12, and then I started a new whip here. And then I got some new, look at my new stickers. Got some butterfly. Cute, cute, cute. I'm having a good time with this. I just hope I keep it up. It does help. It does help tracking stuff. Let me show you what else I got. I got some cards from some friends, and I've got some items. I got some stuff for Christmas. I have a little video about something I bought myself too. Okay, first of all, this is shameless plugging, but Kari sent me a nice card. This is one of her cards she has for sale. You kidding me? Here we are. They're the hexes. Look! It's a Christmas hex. These cards are still for sale on her website. I'll link down below. I also snagged, look, a Yule goat. So cute. I actually think these are all sold out, but I will link them below. I think she has some other stuff. It's a honey hair. It's a kitty hair. Sewn into the goat. Adorable. So cute. So if you do want something like this, I'm going to link Kari's stuff below. Because, hey, she's multifaceted. Oh, come on. Come on. There she is. So cute. Thank you. Also, I got... Oh my gosh. Okay. So, a Canadian stitcher messaged me a while ago when I had the plethora of William Morris books. And this Canadian stitcher said, hey, I also bought the William Morris books, and some of the pages are also cut out. What criminal? What grandma had the William Morris book, cut it out? Anyway, so I said, look, that's also a crime, and we should support each other. So give me your mailing address. I'll send you one of my 4 William Morris books. And I made sure I did not send them the one that had pages cut out. I still have that. And Chris, who is the stitcher, sent me a thank you card. I am going to peel this off and I'm going to put a magnet on it because it's it's metal. I'm a big Schnoosey fan. Schnoosey. But ever since I just moved to like Vancouver, you have to be a fan of sushi because there's so much good sushi. So thank you, Chris. And also, Chris, okay, check this out. It's a whale. It was on our tree. I had to take it off our tree. Now, Chris, did you make this? It feels like it's homemade. Like it feels, oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. So Chris, if you made this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's going to live on our tree, on our Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree is only filled with ornaments from our travels. So every time my partner and I go somewhere, we get an ornament and we put it on the tree. Or it's pieces of art from friends. And that's going to be one of them. So thank you very much. That was so nice. I also have to say, one thing that was really cute, I participated in a Halloween card exchange. And I also, with my partner, I also got a Christmas card. Brittany. Thank you. So cute. Wow. I love snail mail. I love it so much. That's why I do the snail mail club, right? Okay. I think now will be a good time to put in, I bought myself, for my own birthday, a Lowry stand. So it's upstairs where I stitch. So I filmed a video of like how it works and how it's set up and everything. I'm going to put the video in here. Okay, I hope this works. Welcome to upstairs in my living room. That's weird, huh? Okay, I want to show you how this thing works. Check it. So I usually sit here. It's a little swing. Oh, and then I usually like prop my pillow up here. And I get that little 2-hand action. So let me show you a closer look. Also, Timbit wants to see you. Hold on. First of all, there's Tim. Hi, Tim. How are you? Do you want to be on my interviewed? How are you doing? Okay, well. So I'm just looking on the thing. There's the foot there. I don't have anything on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's dark. I just put it underneath the couch and I stack my projects here. Thank you, Timothy, thank you. Stack my projects there. And then this is kind of the like adjustable pin. There it is. You can move it, like this moves up or down. It's kind of like, gosh, it's kind of like if you used to go to the gym, you know, pre-COVID, and hi Tim, and you used to use like the squat rack. That's how kind of this thing works. This little pin goes here, but I don't see a need for it because I've got this kind of safety pin here. Yes, Timothy he's still here. This is the tallest the arm goes, and then it's got my little adjuster thing here. Let me turn off this light. There we are. That's where I hang my floss. And if you saw, let me swing it around. It's okay. This is my pattern. It's garbage. Don't worry. This is my little pattern holder here. This is M made that for me. I attached. Hello, Timothy. Hello. Do you all? I'm okay. I attached a magnet to it, and so it holds my patterns. Oh, and you can see preview. Anyway, so I'm really happy with this. Of course, I got the green. This is kind of the clamp. It goes well, uses well with my Q-snap. I've also used it with just a wooden frame, which is nice too. Okay, I think that's it. Tim, do you have anything else to say? Okay, we're boring. Okay, bye. Wow, you saw it. And you also saw my dog probably. And who knows what else you saw. Upstairs, it seems so wrong. What else? Okay, let me show you. I got some cool stuff. Oh, I remember. Oh, one other thing. I got some happy mail. I got a package and it contained a spool of black anchor. Now, you know me and black anchor. We are not friends. But this black anchor spool was actually better quality than the forbidden cursed spool that I had. It was sent, I talked to them on Instagram, but the Instagram messages it's just buried. I get several a day, so I get several a day. I'm so important. But it just got buried. And the note with it got thrown out. So, and I believe the person, they're from North or South Carolina. So they got me like the good spools. If this sounds up the wall if you haven't heard. I went on a little bit of a red string journey because I got a spool of black anchor that was awful. And so I went on a data collecting journey about what blanket anchor was good or bad. And so this stitcher on Instagram said, hey, I get good black anchor where I'm in, so I'll send you some. And they sent me some. So thank you very much. So I have black anchor on that spool. And then Vonka, I believe, sent me some black anchor from Germany. So I have some good black anchor. I'm going to have to do something with it. I'll think of something. Anyway, if you were that person who sent me from North or South Carolina or Virginia or any state in that area, I could be completely off. Maybe it was Oklahoma. I don't know. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do something special with it. Thank you. Okay, let me show you what else. So for Christmas was full of like a lot of packages because we didn't see anyone for Christmas except for we went down in the States. And but I got some cool stuff in packages. Hello. This is a little petite point bird. So cute. For my bird wall. Is it upsetting that the first thing on my bird wall is not going to be made by me? No. I love it. It's gorgeous. I love petite point. I think I could get into it. I'm like, this is not, it's not perfect. Like, it was homemade by someone. I don't know if you can see. We're not gonna. The stitches are not, the stitches are like my stitches. They're kind of like haphazard. And you can see like in the middle of the bird, someone had a problem getting their needle through the wrong hole, right hole. Because some of the stitches are just like wacky. And that's why I love it. It reminds me of my own stitching. I also got, and I'm going to have to, so my in-laws, they worked for the UN. And so their houses are full of things that they bought in markets, artist markets, etc., etc. And this, I think, is one of them. So this could be, they lived in Pakistan for a while. I'll have to ask. I'm not talking to them currently, so I'll figure it out. Anyway, don't worry, it's fine. You would put your threads on each little thing. Isn't that cute? That's nice. I don't know what I'll do with this. It's gorgeous though. One other thing. So I got, again, this is something else my in-laws picked up for me. Quaker Compass, Rosewood Manor. I actually haven't seen this pattern a lot. It's available. It's still available. This was from 2011, 2010. So it's still available. It's still in print. You can still find it. It's not my cup of tea. I do like some Quakers, especially the ones with a lot of motifs. Maybe it's the colors chosen? I don't know. I guess if you're buying for a stitcher, one of my suggestions is to just get a list. Just get a list of patterns that they want. Because I have a list of patterns that I want. And so I have this nice pattern. I don't think I'll ever stitch it. I'm going to keep it for a bit. I'll think on it. But maybe eventually I'll include it in snail mail. I have a question for you guys. Y'all, do you give your family a Christmas list of things you would like? Or are you one of the families you're like, no, you must guess? So we are of a family divided. My family had the touching system where throughout the year we would touch things like, ooh, I'm touching this. Ooh. And that would mean that is something that I would like for a birthday or Christmas. And so that means that we get things that we really want. And maybe there's less of a surprise. Like, I'll throw in some stuff that's not touched, right? But it always means you get something that you want. And then my husband's family, they don't do lists. And that means that, like, if you're a family member who people don't know well in the family, you get some pretty wacky stuff. You get some pretty stuff. You get stuff that, anyway, you know, the season of giving, you know, it's not about the gifts, but also if you're a person who in a family gets gifts that, like, you're like, oh, you don't know me at all, it kind of stinks. Huh? Do you ever have that? Anyway, so that's why my own family, we are a list people, and I appreciate it. My husband's family is not a list people. I have instituted the lists in my husband's family where his brother has now come to me to, like, give me a list of what Colin wants. I'm like, here you go. And guess what? He got good stuff this year. Christmas. It's fun, right? We love it. It's great. Okay, speaking of Christmas, I'm going to do some education. And then we'll do Snail Mail Club, and I have something for plans. Okay? It's going to be a quick education, but it's going to be kind of from the heart. Because so I'm a trans educator. This is one of my jobs. But I want you to know that, like, I'm not immune to transphobia in the family. I had a hard Christmas, because there was an instance where there was a lot of trans exclusionary words said to me and my partner. And they were scary and they were terrifying, and they have fundamentally changed my relationship, not with my partner, with my family. I'm still processing it, but if you are a trans person and you look up at, like, me as, like, a trans educator, thinking like, oh, they have everything put together, why don't I? Like, I can have transphobia in my family too. It happens. And transphobia in family does not necessarily happen because of hate. It just happens because of ignorance. So, if you are a person who has recently had a cis person come out as trans in your family, someone has come out as trans in your family, or you're a parent and a child has come out as trans, I have a book for you. It's called Love Lives Here by Amanda Knox, Jete Knox. Amanda Knox is a non-binary author. They're trans. They use they, she pronouns. And it's the story of going through and having their 11-year-old child come out as trans, and that process. And then having the author having their partner, the person they're married to, come out as a trans lesbian, and that process. And Amanda is also on Twitter. I'll put the link below too, and I'll put the link for the book below. But it's a good book about creating a family with trans people in it, and not just surviving as a family, but like thriving as a family. Because a lot of times when, especially a child comes out as trans, one of the things that go through a parent's mind is A, what did I do? And B, why didn't I see it? So let me answer those two questions, right? What did I do? Here's the thing, parents, you didn't do anything. A trans person is born trans. It's not a choice. It's not because we saw it on Instagram or Twitter. It's your Lady Gaga said it best, you're born this way. Wink. It's like being gay or queer. It's not a choice. So parents didn't do anything, right? It's just baked into our bodies. It's baked into us as soon as we come out into this world, right? And for a lot of people, like me included, we knew that something was different, but we didn't have the vocabulary to explain it. So we went through our whole childhood not knowing what it meant to be trans or who we were. And then suddenly now, which is so beautiful, now there's so much more information about being trans that you now have the vocabulary to say, oh yeah, hey, I'm non-binary, or I'm agender, or all these words, all these labels that we can use to describe to the public who we are. So as a parent, you didn't do anything to make your kid trans. They've always been, right? You didn't ruin them, but your reaction to them coming out might ruin, right? So if you have a trans kid, make sure you listen, and make sure before you start going into questions about their body or their relationships, do reading first. And that's why, like, Love Lives Here, that's a good place to start. There's lots of other resources too. You know, being open and positive and not being negative is really important. Even though if you're scared, step back and don't put that fear on your kid. The other thing I said is, oh, why didn't I see it? Parents say this a lot. Why didn't I see it? Well, number one, it's a real, as a trans kid, they might try masking, or they might try their best to look like a normal cis person, right? But it could cause them pain inside because they're confused, right? So like a trans person just is a normal person, right? We don't look a certain way. We don't act a certain way, so you can't like clock us, right? As we're growing up. But also, again, like I grew up in the 80s and 90s, there wasn't that vocabulary. There wasn't like, for like trans men and trans masculine people, we didn't have that in the media. Meaning we weren't in TV or representations of TV and books and media, that sort of thing. There were a lot of representations of trans women in the 80s and 90s, but it was all really gross, negative, stereotypical, like things that was either a joke or they were predators. So like the image of being a trans person growing up in the 80s and 90s, like it wasn't correct. So now if you are a parent growing up, there's a lot more representation, which is great for you and for your trans kid. So I guess my big thing is if your kid comes out as trans, it might be shocking to you, but the cool thing is they're probably much happier. They're probably so happy to come out to their family. It's probably a relief. And guess what? Like coming out as trans and finding yourself, it's the most self-loving thing you can do. It feels so good. So it's a positive thing. It might sound scary, but it's positive. So read that book. Even if you don't have a trans kid, I would suggest all cis people take a look at that book, because it's nice. It's about a family struggling and then finding sustainability and finding love. And I want to thank you to everyone who reached out to me over the Christmas break when I was having a hard time. A lot of you sent me nice messages, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you. It's hard when there's a lot of negativity and fear around being trans, having people reach out and saying like, you can come stay with us. That meant a lot. Oh, that meant a lot to my heart. It kept me afloat when I was like in a deep, dark place. So thank you very much. Okay. That's our educational moment for today. As always, I do this as a job. I'm an educator. So if you did learn something today, or you kept my words or pass on my words to someone, I have a Ko-fi link. I buy me a coffee link down below. $3, $3 American, I guess it is. That buys me a coffee up here in Canada, and it helps me out. So thank you very much for people who do that. Okay. I want to do something happier. So let me do Snail Mail Club. Snail Mail Club, every month I go through the last month's comments or the last video's comments, and I pick a random comment and I send them something. That's it. That's all. It could be a pattern, it could be a postcard, it could be who knows. So the rules are you have to comment on the video, the last video, you have to be a subscriber, you have to be over 18, and down below I have a Snail Mail Club link that you just have to fill out with your address and stuff. As long as your information is on there, we good. So, Snail Mail. Here we go. Okay. Healing Gamer. She's been commenting on a lot of my videos, so thank you very much. What will I be sending to you? I don't know. Oh, this is cute. Maybe something like this. I found this. Dees20Stitches sent me this. Look at this. It's cute because it's called Dee's new hat. I'm Dee. So maybe I'll send you this and some other stuff. We'll see. Who knows? Whatever I find around in my bag over there, I'll send you something. I'll send you something cute. So thank you very much for commenting. I really appreciate it. Can I show you some plans? First of all, I can't believe I didn't tell you this. I snagged a Deborah Harry bag. What? So cute. This was a bag I was going to give as a Christmas gift, but to someone in Canada, but she only sends to the States. So I sent it to the States, and then I'm like, well, now it's mine. Can I show you my plans? There is a baby that is, 2 babies that are going to be born soon. And I'm going to stitch 2 of these ice creams and make them into stuffies. And I have some of my hand-dyed fabric I'll have to choose from. We'll see. So that's one of my goals. I want to start that. I want to, of course, finish my model. And I want to stitch for myself too. Who knows if that's going to happen. I'm going to be surviving in school next week. So if you know or love a teacher, man, we're going to war soon. Or you might already be starting to teach. Send them your love, and also send them some N95s. Like, I can't find any. I can't. I need them. Send them some N95s. Also, if you're a teacher, I feel it, bud. I feel it. Anyway, I feel like this Flosstube ended, but that's okay, because it's not always fun and games, right? Okay, the next time I see you, I'll be releasing a new pattern with Kari, the Valentine's Day pattern. It'll probably be at the end of the month. Okay? Okay, until then, I love you. You're stitched at me. I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.